score.
Usman owns the longest active win streak and the highest win percentage.
Wow. Takedown.
He's a marauder, a smashing, strangling wrestling machine.
Usman. How about it?
I'm looking forward to the opponent to bring the fight out.
He is the champion, and he's a champion by beating everybody they put in front of him.
I know his game. I know his strength, his weakness. I know clear what I have to do.
Oh, it's over.
Doreenio's in love with that knockout life.
Let's see who the real gangster is, baby.
Oh, and he puts him down.
Gilbert Doreenio burns.
But it's amazing being able to show the world who I am. Having that integrity to work hard, to earn your living. That's something that I've always lived by.
In the early days of this partnership,
Perfect.
Usman was a pure wrestler.
Kamaru Usman comes up huge for the Blackzilians.
He dominated Tyron Woodley.
This guy believes UFC gold will be mine. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
There's a new welterweight king. His name is Kamaru Usman.
Such extraordinary journeys like Usman's offer great inspiration to those athletes who come from humble beginnings.
I kind of fell in love with the competition. And then I made my transition to MMA.
Gilbert Burns shows why he's world class on the mat. One little opening.
I want to fight a high level, guys. I want to challenge all those guys.
Doreenio's in love with that knockout life. Oh, wow!
Went to Brazil, fought Damian Maia, legend of the sport.
He wants to make that big exclamation mark on this and hopes to get a title fight.
Give me a shot. I'm next. I'm right there.
You know what I always say, man? You know, I have a biggest shovel out here. When it comes down to digging deep, can't nobody dig as hard as I can dig.
You talking back to your mentor right now.
Hey, you can feel like a big brother all you want, but at some point, big brother got to get their ass whooped, too.
Oh! Woodley's in trouble here.
Oh!
Huge punches.
He's hurt bad.
Donald Trump's favorite fighter, America's championship, baby. You gonna call for the president? That's right, you're a loser.
What's up, Usman? You suck, bitch. Keep crying.
In due time, Colby Covington would have to back up his word.
You need a foil, and Kamaru has to prove to the fans today that he's the good guy by vanquishing the villain over here.
Stinging right jab. Oh, my goodness.
Right now. Oh! Usman's got him hurt bad.
Everyone's like, oh, Kobe's in his head. He's going to gas out, fight emotional.
Oh! I'm trying to put Covington away. That's it. Still, Kamaru Usman.
I'm the best in the world, and I'm going to give you guys a show each and every time just like that.
The scheduled opponent was contender Gilbert Burns, a longtime teammate and beloved ally.
Just swing and hooks, okay? One in the head, one in the head, one in the head. Don't give up this fight right now, okay? You gotta work, keep working.
UFC 251, we just got Usman versus Burns.
3, 4, done.
That's the one.
Let it drop.
That's the one.
The biggest fight on the biggest card for Fight Island has been officially postponed around 15 or so minutes after this news drops. Some of the bigger names in the welterweight division began to chime in.
I just get to go out and prove it. The world's gonna see it, that I just took full advantage of this individual in his weak-ass ways.
When the fight fell out, Masvidal slid into that spot. Masvidal was brilliant to take this fight.
Although Masvidal was not the primary focus of Usman's training camp last summer, the champ was still familiar with the fellow South Floridian.
What's up? What you want to do? What's up? Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. I'm standing right here. Do something. What's up? That's what I thought. Little bitch.
Abu Dhabi, UAE. This is UFC 251, Usman versus Masvidal.
To take on a monster like Kamaru Usman, a man that seems almost unbeatable. I mean,
Masvidal is the real deal.
Look at the speed. Masvidal slick. He's got to be careful with that. That's the problem against a wrestler throwing low kicks. They're going to catch it.
Very, very tough contender.
Oh. That was a good shot. Usman got his attention now.
But that's just what he is. He's just a contender.
Tonight belongs to Kamaru Usman, the Nigerian nightmare.
The UFC would turn back to Usman's originally scheduled opponent.
I think he got a lot of more weapons, a lot of ways to finish this fight.
Both these guys had better training camps. Kamaru, of course, with Trevor in Denver. Boom, toe to jab, go, yep.
And although Whitman's methods require individual development over time.
When I get a new athlete to be able to work with, there's a new fire there.
Wonderful. Boom, I love it. So this round is just fundamental. 1, 2, carry your hip behind you. A little bit more behind you. Boom, right there. Ha, ha, beautiful. Ha, good.
That's unique. You're fighting a friend, a former teammate, so that is super unique.
Boom, go. Ha, ha, boom. Ha, ha, go. That's wonderful. And take a break. Woo!
This being the second camp with Kamaru, I mean, it's a pleasure. It's always good when someone sees something new, and I think he's trying new things so that fire is ignited again.
Oh, I love it, good.
A lot of people, when they face someone they know it's hard for them, they have to get mad at them, they have to do these different things. Kamaru's such a competitor.
That's what I want to see with your level shoulders. Keep those level shots. I love it.
That when his green bell, even his training partners, he goes hard on.
Time those weights. Wonderful.
It's kind of a culture that I built in my head to where I always feel like I could never do enough. So I do more, I do over, and I do over, and they know that. Everyone that I fight, they know that, you know, because they can see it. That's why there's no holes in my game.
Leave it all in here, leave it all in the ring. All of it. Go, go! 5 seconds, go!
That was a long training camp. The fight got scheduled multiple times, got canceled multiple times, and I was trying to get busy, you know, I was trying to improve my game. I talked to my coach, and then we did a lot of small strategy in between.
7, 8, 9, raise your hand.
What's up, buddy? How are you? Look at this. Because the shirts that you have are French cuffs.
Okay. So I visualize myself with the belt, you know, becoming a champion.
Literally the biggest neck in UFC.
Wow. Gilbert Burns, the Reno.
We're just telling you, like, hey, you gotta go get it, man. You're down, you gotta go finish it. Charles and Mike Warriors, then you got to the champ.
Nice, Mike.
The striking numbers are
Don't you stay down, get up.
Whoa!
Oh! No!
That's how you get the title shot.
We are at the airport, getting ready to hop on this flight, and about to make it happen. Fight week, let's do it. We just touched down in Las Wages. Got the boys. For me, you know, I make wages here, but for everybody else, it's Las Wages. So you gotta say that so I can fit in with everybody, so.
How's the body been?
Good. How long was that? 5 hours?
Yeah.
5 hours? 450. So relax. I read a little, trying to finish my book that is reading right now.
Cannot wait, you know. Last time was a little nightmare. That was when it test positive, so. But a month before was the title Woodley fight, so I'm excited, cannot wait. Let's go.
Tell us, I mean, is there much of a psychological edge or a tactical edge that either one of you might have based on your experience together?
Like, oh, he does this good, watch out here. Oh, you're going to hit him with that one. So that feedback from my teammates was very good, from the coaches as well. The plan is the same. Every time that I go to the octagon, I don't want to just hold the guy. I don't want to just hang. I don't want to buy time. I want to finish the guy. I said multiple times, whatever it takes, I'm willing to die right there. We'll see. When it's time to dig, he said multiple times he can dig so deep, so let's dig. I'm ready to.
Corporate communications, he wants you to sign that stuff over there for charity.
Someone close to the battle before fight time. And weight cut.
You grab him, take him to media day, and then I'll get him after that.
We now welcome UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman. Kamaru, thank you for the time today, sir.
About this fight, how does this one add to your legacy?
Got one more fight to tie Georges St. Pierre for this record. So as long as I continue to just take it one fight at a time, legacy, that's something that will come after when you look back on your achievement.
I get a call from my mom, and she's screaming, she's crying on the phone. I just remember my heart sinking in my chest, like, I thought this was over. I remember the last time I visited my father, he told me that UFC stuff was always on the TV there. It was kind of a little extra push for me.
That's real.
Easy weight cut. We cut the weight. Tomorrow face off. Let's go, baby. Hey, Neil, let's go.
Kamaru is such a professional. He brings a lot of his own expertise to the table, and if it ain't broke, I don't try to fix those type of areas.
Aí, ó. Indo pra pesagem, se liga na van. Fala aí. Ah, maneiríssimo. O motorista que colocou o funk. Ó.
170 even.
170 pounds, the official weight for the champion, Kamaru Usman.
170 even.
170 pounds, the official weight for Gilbert Durinho Burns.
Nearly 2 years ago, the welterweight division fell into the custody of a different kind of fighter.
And still, Kamaru Usman!
An unstoppable force that has made every foe crumble. The Nigerian Nightmare is set to once again defend the most prized possession in combat sports.
Oh, jeez! Burns hurt him. Burns hurt him bad.
So fast, so powerful.
Teammates turned adversaries clash inside the octagon as one of the most dominant forces in UFC history looks to stifle the oncoming force known as Durinho. Usman versus Burns, and it starts right now.
Dateline, Las Vegas, Nevada.
It's his mental strength, his aggression, his discipline, his in-octagon IQ.
Yeah, but tonight he fights Gilbert Burns, the true #1 contender at welterweight.
Well, and the intensity at the stare-down was a sight to behold. Seemed like neither guy wanted to be the first to sort of break away or break character. And there is the man around whom this show was built, the UFC welterweight champion. Against that man, his affable former teammate and friend, Gilbert Durinho Burns.
It's always tough when you're preparing to fight someone, you know, a friend, a teammate.
Sometimes it feels kind of weird that I'm fighting Kamaru because we have such a great relationship.
Defending his title against his good friend, Gilbert Durinho Burns. Took out Gunnar Nelson on short notice. He took out Alexei Kunchenko. Start to finish, domination.
Kamaru Usman, when he was on his rise towards the title, everyone was avoiding him. He has spectacular wrestling. He's got power in his punches and his kick.
I know that I'm a special fighter. I'm expecting a dominant performance each and every time I step into that octagon.
The man has an endless gas tank. You need that if you're gonna fight Usman.
Let's go! Let's go!
He is the greatest welterweight on planet Earth at present.
He's unfazed, unflappable, and he enters into this octagon right now, the undisputed welterweight champion of the world.
Usman, 2 inches taller, he will have a 5-inch reach advantage.
It's time! Dorinho Burns! Usman!
All right, gentlemen, protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're going to keep it clean. Touch now if you wish, and let's do it.
I just think he's faster. I think he might be faster than Usman, but I think technically...
Oh! Early land for Dorinho with a right hand!
He hurt him bad. Kamaru's still wobbly.
But he's trying to compose himself. He hurt Woodley very early.
Oh, head kick!
As long as he keeps that knee bent.
Oh, big shot.
Big right hand there by, oh, yes.
He doesn't like it.
Yeah, a lot of kicks on that lead leg of Burns, who now is back to his feet.
Oh, nice knee. Body.
When Burns lands, it seems to have a little bit more effect on Usman than Usman's having on him.
Strong low kick by Usman.
Yes. Beautiful jab there from the champion.
Oh!
Head kick largely blocked by Usman there.
Oh!
Good combination from Burns. A lightning fast first 5 minutes.
Look at this. Boom! Right to the temple. Huge. And let's take a look at this big knee up the middle.
He needs the hooks, cuz. He needs the hooks.
You're a champion because you jab.
Keep him high.
It's because you jab, baby.
Usman's landed more than Woodley because he's making Gilbert respect that beautiful
that jab is nasty.
It's nasty.
Usman in no rush to change levels.
Oh, Gilbert stung him there.
And it has backed Gilbert. Oh! Massive right from Usman!
By the champion!
And you got to think most of the work in this training camp was rooted in expecting a kickboxing match. That's largely how it played out.
He dropped him with the jab.
He did.
This round cannot end fast enough for the corner.
Telling him to get up. Look at that.
10 minutes in the can.
Joe coming back. Speed on.
Just breathe.
I mean, the jab led the whole show in that round. Usman's so calm and patient, and look at that pullback right hand. Trying to throw those big overhands and not allowing Usman to get to go.
Oh!
Oh! Huge right! And that will do it! And
That's
still!
it. Gilbert just fell back and hit his head on the stool.
Hey,
wow.
Kamaru Usman.
Taking what from who? You know what it is. You know.
He switched southpaw, so instead of it coming as a right hand, it came as a jab, and it just froze Gilbert Burns.
Started strong tonight, but it did not go his way, and his longtime friend, former training partner, Kamaru Usman, watching intently.
They don't respect him in the way that he should be getting in the world of mixed martial arts and sports overall.
And still the undisputed UFC.
You know, it's something different. It's different when you're in the gym with me. But when you get in here, it's different ball game. I'm a whole nother savage. Now, everybody else, y'all need to put some respect on my fucking name. I am the welterweight champ for a reason. I'm here to stay.
And it was an honor calling your fight tonight. Congratulations, sir. Enjoy it, take it in, and I cannot wait to see you defend your title again.
Dana, the main event turned out to be every bit as good, I think, as anybody could have hoped.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on what you saw out there tonight?
For the people that know, for the people that actually know about fighting, they know that this win tonight was a big deal over a very motivated, well-trained, mentally tough, confident, badass kid.
He went in pretty hard on Jorge Masvidal as well. Would you consider doing that rematch ahead of either Covington or Edwards, or does that does that not make sense? Obviously, from a star perspective, it would seem to make sense.
I don't know if I've ever told you guys this or not, but I don't make fights the night of the fight. But
wasn't aware of that. I'll note that moving forward.
All right. So you guys are aware.
How long is it realistic with the kind of guys he's going to be facing, in your opinion, to go? Do you think he could get to 20 consecutive wins?
If this guy can continue, it's not just how are you fighting, are you winning, it's who you're fighting. And this guy has nothing but straight killers in that division that he has to get through, and possibly twice, some of them.
Just compare, when you compare Usman to GSP, I mean, you know, it's almost heresy to say anybody's in the league of George St. Pierre. Do you think Usman is at least in that class now? Can you say that he's in the GSP class?
He just broke his record tonight. Yeah.
But I mean, as an overall fighter, yeah.
Look at who he's fought and who he has to fight here in the future. It's undeniable that this guy will go down as the best welterweight. The question is, where will he go down in the history of the sport?
Gilbert, thanks for being here. I know still settling in and probably a very emotional night for you, but I guess can you just give us your initial thoughts on how things went tonight?
I want to fight as quick as I can. I know I can do it, you know, and was almost done, but I cannot make those mistakes to become a champion. You
know, the opening round, you caught him very early. I mean, obviously we talk a lot about your jiu-jitsu, but your power was there as well. I mean, did you ever think that, hey, I may get this guy out of there in the first round? I mean, coming in, did you think you could get potentially a first-round knockout?
Forget about the strategy. I just went to the kill, you know, and in order to be a champion, I cannot make those mistakes.
The tension early, right? I mean, you guys are right in the center of the cage together, staring each other down. There's no touch of gloves. I mean, was that a good thing for you or a bad thing for you? I mean, did it keep you on point, or did it make it even, you know, a little tougher mentally for you?
This guy thinks like I do. Because when I go into competition with these guys, that's exactly how I think. If you give me anything, if I even hear you say in a video, oh, I'm gonna knock, what you gonna do to me? Oh. You better be ready to back that up when we step inside that octagon.
Afterwards, you know, after you get the stoppage, you walk around, you're saying, put some respect on my name. I'm curious, who do you feel like is not giving you the respect?
Everyone. The critics, the media, all of them. You know, not that I really give a shit, but I give a shit. Oh, I don't get in trouble outside. I'm not in headlines all the time. You know, I feel like they kind of, you know, like, let's be honest, they kind of disrespect me in a sense, you know. That pound-for-pound list is not a popularity contest. I need to move up on that list.